Okay, so this video is going to be a guide to all of the creature cards in Grounded, which you can find in data, um, which, as you can see, I've got most of them besides a couple bosses. Um, I'm pretty sure this is the Mant one, um, or one of the bosses to go into New Gen. Pretty sure both of these are. And then this is the baby Fire Ant, which in this save, or in this gen, we decided to infect it on the first gen, and we'll get it in the next gen. So, besides that, you have the neutral creatures, angry creatures, and harmless creatures, which I will take you through all of them. The I will do the red ants at the same time, and black ants and fire ants. But otherwise, I will probably try and work that way through. So you can skip to whichever part you would like to, whatever mob that you would like to get to. Okay, so quick tip before I get into finding the creature cards. The best way, besides hopefully this video, is to find creature cards is to go to a website called Map Genie. Grounded. I want to find the Grounded one because there's many other games, you know, the story or open world games. So it will have basically everything you could ever want in Grounded to find, but it can be quite confusing or doesn't give you direct information on the best way to get to them. It just tells you where they are, or doesn't tell you everything you need to know. So that's what I'll do in the rest of this video. Okay, so first creature for the cards is going to be the red ants, which you have the first red ant, the worker, in neutral, and the red soldier ant, which is only found at the nest, in angry, and then you've got the baby red ant and the queen red ant. Alright, so to find the workers, you're going to have to come to the nest, otherwise you won't be able to find them. The workers can be found anywhere, but like I said, the soldiers only here. So the nest is right here, which this is the sort of starting area over here. So it's just west to your starting area. And to not get attacked, like I'm not being attacked right here, you're gonna need the red ant armor, or there is a mutation. Can't remember which one it is now. This one, the ambassador. And if you have tier 1, it's red ants, tier 2, black ants, tier 3, fire ants. So that'll work for this one. So to find, well, I've got the red baby ant right now, but to get the red baby ant, you're gonna have to feed the red queen ant. So to do that, you can come down the entrance from past all of the ants, which will be neutral or passive. Neutral, I guess, because they will attack you if you steal the eggs or hit them. You won't have this fungus if you're at the start of the game. You're just going to want to follow the path I'm taking, and you should get to here. You can take these eggs without getting hit, because there's no ants around that will see you do it. You can see the red ant queen there. All you have to do is carry on past this, and you'll come to the red ant queen. So I've already fed her, and each different gen, so like I'm still in the original, like we haven't gone through the into the next gen yet, next sort of version, like timeline. But if you feed her the if you feed her this, either the poison or the juicy, you have to feed this. So the poison will kill her, and you will not get the baby ant, and the juicy will give you the baby ant. So it's up to what you want. If you want the baby ant, you can get it in the next gen. But yeah, that's how you get all the red ants. Okay, so for this lot of creature cards, I guess, because not just one, is the black ant. And as you can see on here, this is the black ant hole. I know it's a little bit hard to see because it's nighttime, but it is on the edge of the sandpit. Now, this ant home, I can't remember the word for it now, ant hill, I guess, is intertwined with the black ant lab. So it's going to be a little bit difficult to deal with, maybe. I don't know, it depends if you're going to do the black ant lab at the same time. And it also means that the black ant queen is a little bit hard to find. If you are in a little bit more early game, the best way to get in here is actually, there's a zip line coming, you can see it there, coming off the table, or just build up. So again, like the the red ant, sorry, is workers are found all over here, but soldiers are only found in here. You can also find black ants up on this table. So if you're only going for them and you don't want to have to deal with sizzling or any of the lab, you can go up there if you want. But you're going to come down this main entrance. It's a little bit quiet in here. I'm thinking because me and my friend have already been down here and killed most of them. They should respawn though, and yeah, here's a soldier. So yeah, you know, you're going the right way. We're gonna follow this red. It's like lights, I guess. It's black and positive and negative wires until you just keep on following them, and you come to another part of the black ant lab, and you want to take. I forget where to go from here. I think you just carry on. Must be through here. So to carry on. There will be a molar behind this, which you have to break open with the bomb. As you can see, even though I've already done the black ant lab, there's another lab coming up on my scab. It's just because there's a lab locked by the mixers. Okay. So once you're in this final sort of black ant lab area, you just have to come down to your right. Come down this tunnel. Without the ant basseter, you might be attacked by quite a lot of those ants, so be prepared. But you can find the black ant queen here, which I actually thought we'd already fed, but I guess not, so it's okay. I've been able to, this is how you get the black ant, baby. Me and my friend have already got it, so it hasn't come off my card, but that is the black ant queen and black ant baby. So you can that's how you find it. Yeah, I'm just going to start this at my base on the pond because the ladybug is very easy to find. For the most part, it's just going to be dotted around any of the starting area basically. So that this is the starting area anywhere until you get to these. Oh, this is the haze, so it won't be in there, but it could be over here. just not up along above this wall. If you find any ladybugs along above there, they will be tier 3 ladybugs, and they are different. They are aggressive. They aren't neutral. Any ones you find below that line will be neutral and only attack you if you attack it. The ones above the line will be aggressive and instantly attack you. They do a lot more damage. They have just a double hit combo, like attack, I guess. That means that they can be a little bit hard to defend from. But here we have a normal ladybug, which, as you can see, wasn't even hard to find. There's not really any spots I'd recommend. Okay, so the next one on the database is the bees, which, as you can see, are all the way up on the bench because there's a pot of honey up there. The easiest way is, if you're like where I was before with the black ants, is to go on the zip line, which I don't have completed because I haven't had a need to, because we built up somewhere over here up onto the sandpit, and we built up, well, I built up onto this table before, and you could blow this ladder, this spade up to go on ladder, basically. But the easiest way to show you, because you probably haven't built up, or if you're on top of the and you're in the sandpit, you've probably already been on the table or whatever. When you first come here, there'll be a rock right here that you should blow up, and this spade will fall over, and you can run all the way up it, and you get up here. Here you should be able to get like some bees, kill them if you want, but you're probably going to want to get up to the top. And since I built up the other side, it's not too much. This isn't too much of a big deal for me, but if you're getting up the way you probably should, you're just going to come along this support of the leg, come up here. When you get onto this chili bin cooler, you're gonna have to use a tier 2 or 3, I can't quite remember, to hit that button, like the rhino beetle, this thing, or maybe it's the tier 2, I can't remember. And you're gonna come up here. There's gonna be the castle, the chest in the castle. There's a molar or two around here, but you'll be able to fight all the bees you want for the gold card, or if you just haven't been able to peep it until hit now, you can come up here. There are other places you can find bees, but they are, for the most part, one-offs. So you should be over there. There's also normally a bee flying around the flowers. Yeah, so there's one over there. There's sometimes a bee there. Normally bee hovering somewhere over the pond. So they're not too hard to find. It does involve sort of coming up to this second tier area, I guess, out of the basic starting area, but that's not too much of a problem, as you don't really need to build or do anything. You can find your way up here without any tools, and as you can see, if you're going to fight the bees up here, you're going to be prepared, because they sort of gang up on you. I'm not taking much damage, but you just want to go and be prepared. So yeah, I forgot to say, when you're up on the table, I recommend having dandelions, just in case you fall through, because there are cracks, and you can find bees sleeping on the ground, like this one over here. So you don't have to go up on the table, but if you're trying to go for gold card, or you just want the stuff up on the table, I recommend going up on the table, because you will need to at some point. Okay, so this is, I guess, a mixture between the fireflies and tier 2 mosquitoes. The fireflies can give you a helpful, quite overpowered trinket, which, or maybe you just want to find the creature card like this video is about. But they are quite often, or all the time at night or twilight, will be in this area around the swampy bit, which is right here. You can also find them in this swampy bit, but it just depends where you're closest to. So this, you can also find mosquitoes, but mosquitoes you shouldn't have trouble finding because they will be all over the edge of the pond as well. In this area, that's tier 2 one, so tier 3 mosquitoes will mostly be in any watery bits in this up above the stone area in the top, in the high tier area, meaning most of the mosquitoes you find over here will probably be tiger mosquitoes. You will also find a lot of tiger mosquitoes in that area there. And while we're here, you will find gats, I'm not quite sure. You also find them in similar areas. This is probably the best one to find them. This is not for the mega gats or infected gats, so just beware of that. Okay, so in the trash dump, trash heap, whatever you want to call it, there is sickly roly-polies. These I'm pretty sure are no different to normal roly-polies, besides the name. They are just another neutral mob that you will need to fight, or you need to collect for creature cards if you want to get all of them, which is an achievement or just because you want to. So as for normal roly-polies, they are found basically anywhere above this stone ledge. Quite a lot are in this area, so this back area here. Don't think there are any over here. I'm not too sure about here. So basically any of this normal back area, not this dead sort of termite area, and not this watery area. Anywhere up here though, and you will find normal roly-polies, but in case you're looking for sickly ones, down in this area. Okay, so for the moths, you can find them in, I think, one of 3 locations. Oh, well, they'll be in all locations, so there's 3 locations you can find them. I'm going to show you one, but I'll tell you the other 2 as well. They are all up in the upper section of the backyard, so it will require you getting up here either through the spill, the barbecue spill, or just building up and then putting a zipline like we have. So yeah, this one you don't really notice and you can't see from all angles. You can parkour up there, but it is much easier to grab a bow. And there should be one. I'm hoping it spawned in. Yep, right there. Moth. So the best way to do it is you want to grab its attention first, which can be a little bit hard, especially. There we are. Hit the moth, should come down. Hopefully you don't waste nearly as many arrows as I did. And it's not that hard. Maybe if you're earlier on. Not quite sure. Just didn't really fight it until later on. But there you go. Places you can find it are going to be on top of the wheelbarrow. And on top, at this point here, on the very tip, so that one can be a little bit annoying to get to. Okay, so Lornmite, they're pretty easy to find. There are different spots around, but for the most part, your easiest way you're going to find them is going to be the same as, like, you'll find them doing the little quest at the start of the game. You'll have to kill them while they're on this wire. They are basically just in this area. So this moving dirt here is going to be grub, yep, or sometimes you can get larvae. So that's just the normal larvae. Grub are useful for the hide and making smoothies at tier 1, or the base level smoothie. Larvae normally in the starting area, so they're not too hard to find. Okay, so it took me a little bit, but there's a larvae down here. Pretty sure it's an abandoned ant. Never mind. This is the larvae sort of cave. I forgot about this. It is at the top surface in the starting area, right here, below the oak tree, south of the oak tree, and you will find all of the larvae you need. They're pretty good for. It's really good for the gold card, or any larvae pieces that you even might need. Grub. In the other game, you might get a little bit overwhelmed by all of them, but okay. So for the robot. Okay, so for the robots, you're gonna come down into the ant hill, ant colony, or black ant lab, or whatever you want to call it. You can. Best way to get here is probably just come down through that hole from the ant hill, and you're gonna have to go through the whole black ant lab, and then you can go through this door. You just carry on down. This is going to get you to this area that you can break in here with a bomb. And I'm pretty sure there's a bomb in one of those chests up there, so you don't need to bring one, but don't count my word for that. And the assistant manager will be in this area, I guess. I think you have to spawn him in by interacting with that control panel down there. So, and once you've spawned him in, that's the assistant manager. Boss room. During this lab, you'll find mostly the Tazi robots. Not sure if that's how you say it, but and you'll find an arc, I think, when you defeat the boss or during the boss fight. So you can do with, if you haven't got it up until the boss fight, you can do it here. Otherwise, you're gonna find the Tazi is going to be everywhere. So it's going to be in the hedge, it's going to be in the pond, not going to be in the haze. Oh, actually I think there's two or three in the haze lab. The arc is going to be mostly in the pond, and then the ruts, which is level 1 robot, is going to be in the hedge. But if you're doing the story or done the story, you should have come across most of them. Sorry, just normal water flea in the pond. If you're looking for the spiny water flea, it's going to be up in tier 3 areas. So that's this pond over here. Is probably the main area you're going to do them, because it has quite a lot. I think there's a couple in different water splodges around the map. You'll probably find them as you go. Here we are. Diving bell spider. These guys can be a little bit annoying underwater because you can't pitch very fast. But there's not much you can do about it. They're pretty helpful when you have low amount of oxygen. You can kill it, and it will actually replenish your oxygen. The water flea, not really installing me in confidence. I know where it is, but they do normally swim around just in places in the lake. There's one right there, underneath. They're not normally just swimming around the bottom, but they are swimming around the pond, so you can find them all. Okay, so orb weavers and junior orb weavers. Best place to find them is going to be under the hedge, or in the hedge lab itself. But they can be found basically anywhere in the map. You're not going to have a hard time finding them. And find there we are. These. You can break these open, web sacks, and there'll be there'll be spiderlings in it. They can be quite annoying when you first do the hedge lab, just because there's so many of them. But you'll be alright. Okay, so now we're in the haze. The affected creatures you're going to want to find, or you're going to want to need, I should say, are infected larvae. Not too bad. They are a little bit annoying. These infected creatures will start appearing in places all around the map once you block the gas cannon. Not really sure what it is, but this thing, once you block it with a piece of gum, it will start. Fungi will just be all over the map, and you won't really have a choice in if you find a lot of these infected creatures or not. But a guaranteed place to find the infected ladybug is on top of this rock. Same with infected lawn mites, which is that. So you can find infected lawn mites, infected ladybugs here, infected larvae around, infected spiders, wolf spiders. They will also just should be in here. Once you've blocked, you can only find infected wolf spiders once you've blocked this. So if you're looking for them, you can't find them, it's because you haven't blocked this. You're better to tell easily because this area will all be need a gas mask to be in without dying. So it's quite obvious if you've done it or not. Once you have, the easiest place to find one that's most of the time guaranteed is underneath the oak tree. There will be an infected wolf spider. Yeah, so infected, two things I infected that I didn't include in the last one. Infected weevil. These guys, you're going to have to try and kill them one hit because they are basically suicide bomb you. You see, you get close enough and they'll sit and start to explode. This can be quite annoying if you're at the start, but they don't do much damage once you carry on. Once you get through the game a bit more. Okay, so just assuming yes, I don't have to kill them. The infected gnat, gnat. I think it's just what the character just said. Seems to be one here. There was another one a second ago. So around the edge of the haze in little ponds, you're gonna have to have a look for them. They don't seem to be too common, so this might be something that will be a little bit harder to find. And see, I've already lost this one wherever it went. Oh no, down there. So they're a little bit hard to look at as well. But yeah, that is where infected gnats are. Wolf spiders, so if you're looking for them, this is a spot with multiple. There's one there at the moment. That's probably because it's right next to my base and I kill them quite often. Which was a little bit annoying because at the start of the game, when we built our base, they would destroy us every time, but we worked it out. So yeah, those are spiders. There's normally an infected one down here, but I killed that recently, so it's not back yet. So this is a bomber raid beetle, not what I expected, but this is a bomber raid beetle. It's got the orc thing on it. You would probably won't have this if you're at the start of the game, and if you haven't found it by the end of the game when I've just found it, well, you've done something wrong. They're pretty easy to find if you're wandering around the starting area. Okay, so for the fire ants, you're going to want to come to this sort of hole, which is going to be located between the fallen sort of tree this is, and some stick here. So yeah, you're going to want to jump down it, but this is for the workers, they're going to be all over this area, but for the queen and soldiers, you're going to want to have to come all the way down. And for the queen, which is this tunnel, there's two tunnels coming off down here. Queen is going to be this one. Yep. You will find the queen right here. You're not going to find it. Oh, it's not here for me because we infected our one and killed it, meaning that we don't get its baby, and it's not here anymore. But if you feed it, you will get the baby red ant, fire ant, sorry, and you'll get the queen. But you still get the queen card in this situation. They're gonna be, you can find them around. They're pretty easy to come across, but you're gonna want something fresh to kill them pretty fast if you're in the early game. You're gonna want a gas mask because that can be quite annoying. But yeah. Gas mask, like, actually don't know, right here. Yeah. And this spot on the map, you'll find about 3. So, if you're trying to find them, for some reason, they're here. Okay, so I'm here at the toolbox. It's going to be located at the north part of the map. And underneath the toolbox, we're coming in this tunnel. I'm going to find these web sacks. They, you break them open, are, I can get on this still, black widowling. So, that's how you find the black widowling, and this nest, in the nest, sacks of the black widow, which isn't actually in here. Lovely. I guess I've defeated it too close to coming into here. I just say it's not in here, but normally this is where you'd find one. You can also find a black widow in this cave over here, I think. And there's one inside over in the Wasp's Queen area, which I'll show you in a minute. In this area, underneath the shed, and in a tunnel at the edge over here. So I'll take you on the wasps now. Yeah, on the tool shed you've got the wasp nest. You can find these dotted around the area. The only one I can remember off the top of my head, the other one I can remember, sorry, is wherever the mixer is. So it's actually probably underneath there, I think. I can't quite remember. But they're dotted around different areas. Yeah, all are in the top area. There's one somewhere on the stump. But if you come along at the back here, come down here, you can go into here, and this will be a whole bunch of wasps and the wasp queen. This wasp queen's area, sorry, is only unlocked if you destroy enough wasp nest, and then they get angry. You'll have a cutscene when you sleep looking into this area. So this is the area that you'll find. There's molars, scabs, and different items. I have to remember my way through. But this is the area for the wasp queen. You're going to have to go through and defeat her if you want to get to New Gen, or if you just want something. There we are, there's a Black Widow. So that's also in this area. You can find your way around till you get to here. There's going to be termites in here as well, so if you want to defeat them you can. There's a whole bunch of wasps, so there's going to be the wasp drone and just the normal wasp. Wasp drone, I'm pretty sure, calls for backup, and that doesn't quite do the same amount of damage or something. I can't quite remember. A little bit different. You're not really going to have to worry about them. You're just going to defeat them as you need to. But if you come up to the top here, you just have to jump down. You can probably take that full damage, but just you probably want all you have going to a boss fight, so come into here. And this is the boss spawn area, so you can spawn, you get the recipe of this, and then you can put the BB melody in here. The boss will come down, you'll fight it, you'll get the gold card. I think there's a 10% chance for most bosses, so. I'm in the upper garden here, and I found the green stink bug. So this, green shield bug, but it's essentially more tanky, more damage version of the stink bug. It can be found in the upper garden. And there's one place which is always you can find them underneath the. Pretty sure it's this table. Or maybe it's somewhere over here. But the easiest way to find them is just run around the garden up the top. And you're going to want a gas mask to fight them, most likely, just because their gas is the part that does damage. Okay, so this is again up in the upper garden, up in your backyard. Mostly in the same area as the roly-polies, so that's going to be in this grassy area in the upper yard. There's one that quite often spawns. There's a roly-poly that always spawns there, but there's also an ox beetle that normally spawns somewhere around here, but it seems to have decided not to when I need it to, which is lovely. But they are all over. There's another roly-poly beetle, no, wolf spider, ladybug. This upper grassland is a bit dangerous if you're not got the proper things. What is this? This is ladybird larvae. So this ladybird larvae, we'll just do this over here. They can be found in most of the upper yard, and do sizzling, which shouldn't be too bad if you kill them fast enough, but can be quite annoying. If you're looking for heaps and heaps of them, you'll never hear the end of it if you go over to the barbecue, and oh, we have found the black ox beetle. So yeah, if they're not where you expect them, chances are they're just running around somewhere else, which isn't too bad, and they can be a little bit annoying to kill. But if you're using the hammer, not too hard. So when you're in the sandpit, oh, this is antlions, sorry. Don't know why I say antlions. These antlions, they just spawn anywhere really. If you run around the sandpit, there's always one up in that corner, and down in these pits here. So the ones in these pits, they have more health than the normal ones. So when you actually go and defeat them, which we're getting how long it takes. There we are. The hole that it comes out of will fall in. This is not really part of getting the creature card, just a little part of it. Just a little Easter egg, I guess. Not really Easter egg. There should be another antlion spawning in, but I don't know why it's not. Normally, when you come down one of these, maybe this is the one that doesn't have it, but if you go into not just the ones that spawn on the top, you're going to have to go down one of these like cone shapes of holes. So I can find another one for you. This right here. So this, one of these, you'll be able to tell, has more health than others. If you kill it, you will fall through the ground like that you saw in the other place. This is the best way to get salt, actually. So come down here. This one has got spicy and refreshment. So use this to find different items you want. One of them will have a massive salt mine that you can go down. Okay, so the mega gnat. You're gonna want to be down in this bottom corner of the map, bottom left. You will need a gas mask because, especially near these rotting foods, you will start taking a lot of damage. I don't have mine active because I'm not going in to kill them, but you can have a look there. It's a mega gnat, or meaty gnat, sorry. They fly around, stink following them. You definitely need a gas mask if you want to go in there and get any. There are a few molars in there and I think a scab, so another reason for you to go and get in instead of just having a look at the card. There's a black ant say nest or entrance somewhere around here. See all these black ants running around. That should be somewhere around here. I don't remember now, but you will find it if you look. Oh, here we are. Like I just said, you'll find it if you look. So, black ant hole. If you are struggling to find another one, or you're in this area. Okay, so we're here on the table. It's going to be the mantis, and you're going to want to come up on the table. You're going to try out this pose, come through here into this area. This is a passport boss battle, the orchard mantis. This thing right here, you'll put it in, spawn it, and fight it. That recipe, I'll show you now, is somewhere. Find it again. Yeah, that was the nice one. You're gonna have to defeat the brood mother first, and I think the can't remember what the recipe is, but it's quite should be one of the last bosses you do. There's a here in the termite nest. There's a scarab right here somewhere. Just saw it. Yeah, so that's what that was running around. Inside the termite nest right here. Just run away from me. Pretty rare, but you need them for mighty bolts. So. You want to come. Okay, so now that we're in the termite nest, once you come to the main entrance, come up here. You want to get to that hole over there. See that from, see one from up. Jump across. Jump up here. And then just parachute down the line into here. And this will be the main termite nest. You just come forward. Just run past all of them. When you come to this, yeah. This is where you're going to find the king termite. Right there. There's actually two. So you can also find termite worker and also termite soldier in here. And this is where you're going to find them. At the top, left to left. You can fight it with like whatever. Okay, so we're here in the tree stump, and this is where you're going to find ticks. So they're just helpful to know where they are if you need them. But, yeah, not hard to find, pretty easy to kill. Okay, so we've got the dust mite here. This is going to be up on the table. You can find lint, and it'll just be dust mites running around. I think there's a few other places you can find them, but it's going to be the easiest and most reliable place to find them. Okay, so this is going to be the hedge, the brood mother. We're halfway to the hedge lab from the start up, and you'll find this frisbee. Come up here to the tunnel, come across this area. This is going to be the boss fight area. I'm going to spawn in because I don't need to right now, but when I come along, we give it the broodmother BLT. Come down, fight a boss fight. Just be careful of poison, particularly you're probably doing this in the earlier game. Spiderlings can do a lot of damage. I reckon like a lifesteal weapon. Just because you can fight off this fight easily. Yeah, so we're at Frankenstein looking castle thing. This is going to be for the Dr. Smith, whatever his name is. Boss. Basically, you want to come down here, and I don't have the access right now because I've just gone to New Gen, but this is going to be the lab that you find Dr. Schmichter. So that's the boss fight and how you cure Dr. Tully, his wrinkling, and so you get the good ending of the game instead of the sad one where sort of you go home and the good doctor is the guy who shrunk you is working on his he goes back to his family but then can't cope. So this is the bit. If you want a good ending, you want to come down here, complete that. Exit through here if you can't get down here, and just go for a look. This is also where you get the recipe to spawn in the infected broodmother, so keep that in mind. Logged up the past the leak. I go all the way down here. So you can find the infected brood mother. So hardest boss in the game. I'm not going to spawn right now, I'm just going to show you how you need to get there. Which come down this right here. That's what you want to be looking for. This is the arena. But yeah, you're gonna find lots of stuff. It's a pretty cool boss area. But you're gonna want to spawn it in here. Get a creature card that way. Okay, so just here, just by the oak tree, and it was just here a second ago. It's the aphid. Pretty freaking easy to find. They're just hard to keep track of sometimes. There we are. Aphid. They'll be found basically everywhere in the garden, in the backyard. And then there's also the weevil, which is can be found everywhere as well. If people trying to find heaps of them, they'll be around like moist, damp, mushroomy areas. But yeah. Okay, so the crow creature card's pretty easy to get. I've been keeping an eye out for it, but I just haven't seen it recently. But you'll be able to find it in a couple spots. Quite often it's on this in the middle of the pond, but what you're going to do, just like the koi, just look at it using the peeping and you'll get it instantly. Gold card, because you can't kill it. So yeah, it's pretty simple. Just beef in the certain range if it's not working, basically. But you'll definitely find it throughout the game. And one other boss that I haven't done yet, and I'm not going to do, is the Mant. It's just, all you have to do is do the story. You'll find him. He's in the last boss. So when you find the way home, he's there. So if you do the story, you'll find him. Just make sure to peep him. Not too hard, but I'm just at the start of the game, so be a little bit before I get to him again. Okay, I know this video may not be amazing, but it's my first sort of go to proper video, and if you're seeing this, you've made it to the end, so good job somehow watching all that. But a lot of work goes into it, and I don't think you fully understand how much work goes into it until, you know,